Hello everyone. So tonight I hope you can hear me. I have a brand new microphone. Hopefully it will get rid of some of the background sound. But if this part is silent, then I guess I'll be doing a voiceover. I am continuing my experiments tonight with the disruption pour. And the last couple I've done a ring pour, and I've set up my hardware in a circle so I could have like a flower type pattern. Tonight I want to try it as a waterfall pour. So I'm going to layer a cup and I'm going to pour from behind the canvas and let it flow down this way. And I'm going to put my nuts on the canvas kind of like this. I am going to have to use some pins to hold them in place. But before I get to any of that, let me show you my colors. So I'm using a different camera angle, so I'm going to show you my colors in a different way. So this is Golden's Heavy Body Payne's Gray, and also Golden's Heavy Body Phthalo Turquoise. I have some Amsterdam Titanium White. I have Amsterdam Grayish Blue. I have Jo Sonja's Deep Gold. I love this color. It's like a really brassy gold color. And then I have, this is Amsterdam's Yellowish Green. And then I have some additional titanium white as a flow extender. This one's a little bit thinner than my other paints. But let me show you using the Phthalo Turquoise, my paint consistency. So still nice and thick, leaving a mound on a mound. Disappears fairly quickly, but it does leave a trace when you drizzle it onto the top. Lasts for about 3 seconds, so it's good medium consistency paint. So there we go. Those are my colors, all kind of harmonious colors. When I'm doing this waterfall pour, I want the lines to be distinct, but I don't want them to create any mud as they travel all over this canvas. So let me get back up on the tripod here and we'll get painting. So first things first, we're going to put down a base coat of titanium white. Just a thin coat all along the canvas here so that my pour colors and pattern don't roll over themselves. This is an 18 by 24 inch canvas, so I only need about 15 ounces of paint at this consistency. So there may be, depending on how I tilt this out, there may be some negative space left. So I am using my base coat is this white because it's a color that is in the pour also. So if I end up leaving any of it, it will go very well. I'm also expecting, however, that a lot of this will roll off. I'm doing when I'm tilting out. But that's its job. It's there to let the other colors float on the canvas. I need a bigger table. Okay, so I'm using a large glass jar to prop that up with. Let's make sure we're still in camera. Yep, we're good. Okay, go ahead and torch. Let let's place our hardware. I'm going to put one of these fairly close to the top, right about there, I think. There we go. Those little push pins just will hold that nut in place. Canvas is essentially just a very thick, heavy-duty fabric, and it's sealed with some gesso, but it heals itself. So a little pin like this won't allow the paint to go through. It won't affect the pour in any way, but it will hold these nuts in place right where I want them to be. So I'll just put a couple of them in there like that, and put the nut there. That's good. Two more, roughly same area. There you go. Okay, so I'm hoping as I pour right here, it'll come around this way and then split again. Hopefully, I haven't tested this out, so I don't know if that's how it's going to work or not, but we'll come up with something interesting no matter what happens. So I'm going to come right about here. I'm going to use a slightly smaller one on this one, a little bit further down. Now, because I have a base coat down already, there will be, when I remove these nuts, there will be a little white circle of paint there. So I'm hoping that's not going to look too distracting. But I think putting the base coat down first was the right call for this kind of technique, rather than a flow extender, which is what I've been doing with the flower-shaped ones. Okay, that should hold in place. We're roughly even. That should be good. Give it a good tilt and get some more of that white paint off the bottom there. Even everything out. Okay. Now let's layer a cup. So 18 by 24, 15 ounces. I'm going to layer this cup with probably about 20 ounces. That will give me lots and lots to play with. I think that's a good call. There we go. Let's just firm those down again. And also, you'll notice that I'm not putting a flat edge on the nut here. I'm making sure that the point is pointing towards where the flow of the paint is coming, so that it comes out like this. If I used a flat edge like this, the flow would stop and then go around, and I don't want it to do that. I want the flow to continue. So we're going to just put those right there in place. Let's make sure that works. Okay, so first color in is the last color out. Let's start with a little bit of gold.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
A straight pour, kind of a wiggle pour. As I pour, I'm going to move the cup up and down a little bit, just a little, so that I create lots of fingerlings. I'm thinking those might be really cool as they travel down the canvas, so here we go. Ha! Caught it. Very cool. Wow. Had a little too much paint in my cup, but that is very, very cool. Get some things out of the way here. Yeah, change the camera angle a bit so we could look at this together. This is amazing. Wow. I really, really love this. Okay, so I am going to take the nuts off before I do anything else. Take those pins out as well. I zoom in from here? Let's see what I can do. No. I just wanted to show you the details of this before I tilt it out. The lines on this are amazing. Look at this. Wow, I love it. Look at these fingerlings. I don't even hate the green. Around this way. So pretty. I love this a lot, a lot, a lot. I'm letting this sit here for a second, so if any if that gold wants to come up with cells, I see a couple of them coming up here. So I'm just trying to be patient. Look at that. Oh wow, this is gonna be really cool when it tilts out. Anyway, I just had to show you that. Okay, now let's work out a plan. What do we want to do when we tilt this out? So, as I expected, everywhere that I had one of the nuts placed has left a little circle of white paint. Let's see what it looks like when I start tilting it out. I have a natural white cell that's popped up in a couple of places, so it might not look too out of place. I'd really love to stretch these lines out. So I'm going to try and anchor that, just catch the edge and then come back and see if we can open those lines up, because they are amazing. I really love all these fingerlings in here, and this center right here, wow, so pretty. Okay, so I think my favorite parts are mostly down here. This is cool too, but my favorite parts are down here. So I'm going to go this direction first, and then I'm going to walk it all along this way, I think. Let's see how it works out. But that's the plan right now. So let's walk this down this way. All those lines are going to compress first until we get over an edge. We're just going to go back and forth and walk that down. I should be able to catch a corner now. Not lose too much. Oh. Oof. I lost way more than I wanted there. Okay. It's coming over this way. Catch that corner. Oh yeah. Oof. I realize you don't have a good view of this yet. Just bringing that closer to the center. Okay, where the paint is down here, so I'm going to come over to this corner. There we go. I have plenty of paint on this, so I need to find some places to lose paint anyway. I'm not too worried about losing some of that, but I want to maintain as much of that, those fingerlings as possible, because it's super cool. Well, let's get rid of all of the negative space first, and then we'll look at composition. Okay. Of something right here. Yep. Okay. Wow. This is so cool. I have to wash my hands. Okay, I still have lots of paint on here, so I can make some adjustments if I want to. I love this center line coming through here. I loved the ribbed look of this. So cool. I love that a lot. And all these fingerlings coming out on this side, amazing. I love them on this side too. I need to get this off, and I need to get that off. That is bothering me. I can't leave it that way. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here, I think. That's going to disrupt this line. I don't see any way around it because that has to come off. So we're going to come that direction first. Let's come down here. We'll hopefully come at a bit of an angle. Take it off like this. And pull it back immediately because I don't want to lose any more there than I have to. Brought the weight of the paint back closer to the center, so I should be able to get rid of that last little white thing. Yep, just like that. Bring the weight of the paint back this way. Nice. Okay, anything else I want to do? I don't think so. I think I love it exactly as it is. Maybe I'll pull it back this way a little more. Yep, better. Okay, let's use some stuff off of the table to fix some corners. So here we have the overhead view. I realize with my messy table, you probably can't see it very well, but this is amazing. So cool. I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's beautiful. You know, I was really worried that yellowish green, I don't have much luck with it. It takes over so often, but it really is amazing in this piece. I love it. The gold is really cool. It was great. I'm so happy that I put the pins and the nuts very close. The first one was here. The next two weren't. So they were all within this area. So I was able to tilt off all of those white spots. If I had moved them a little further into the painting, there would be no way to get rid of them. But this is cool. I really love this. So let's go in for a close-up here. So I'll show you some of these beautiful details. Look at these lines here. Why is that not focusing? Come back out a little bit then. Well, let me go. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. That glare. Wow. Come over here. There we go. Maybe. My phone does not want to cooperate today. Really, really beautiful lines. Look at these fingerlings over here with the yellowish green on the tips of each one of them. Really pretty. And that gold is super sparkling. Look at that. Really, really nice. The Payne's gray will dry darker but at the moment it has a violet color to it, almost a purple. Really cool. Love, love, love it. Really nice in the corners also. Down here at the bottom. So following that center line all the way up. Can I do that without the glare? a little wobbly here, but with the amount of tilting I had to do, really no way to avoid it. Can I get in there? Focus. There we go. It's a little more turquoise as we come up. I love those lines. Upper left-hand corner, reaching across the whole thing. I did get quite a few cells that popped up here in this phthalo turquoise area, but I love that ribbing that comes through there. You see those lines that come out? It's so cool. I love, love, love that. So there we have it. This is the orientation I like. I know this is okay, but I really like it like this. It looks like something growing and kind of spreading and fanning out. Really pretty. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and come back and see me sometime. So I could not get a dry photo that really showed the color, so I thought I'd bring it outside and show it to you in the natural light. Those turquoises and the greens and the Payne's gray and the white and the gold, very peacock colors. I love it. The more I look at it, the more I thought, oh, it looks like a peacock in flight. Very cool, very tropical, and again, those details just came out so cool. The lines dried with great definition. The fingerlings are still amazing. I think this section here at the bottom is my favorite. That is so cool. And these fingerlings over here turned out fantastic. Get the flower out of the way. Here we go. This corner is beautiful also. I love that turquoise right there, that light turquoise that kind of comes down through the center. Really, really pretty. And I also wanted to flip it over and show on the back. Normally I tape my backs, but I forgot this time. But I just wanted to show that this is the area where those push pins were. And there is no evidence whatsoever of any bleed through of paint. So you're perfectly safe to use those little pins to push them through your canvas when you're painting. I figured there would be questions about that, so I thought I'd show that too. So there we have it, the final results. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go back and see me sometime.